Yo! All right. I think we're good now. I do apologize, boys and girls. Let me just send a little update tweet here. My goodness. Start the stream early just to have some fuckery. Delete. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Say what's up in the chat. Like the stream on your way in, boys and girls. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Not sure why my screen share was frozen there. OBS has some like weird like glitches every once in a while where it's like if you don't have everything like perfectly closed down when you exit the application the last time you used it, like the next time you go to use it, it'll just be like something will be glitching and then you'll have to restart everything. So I apologize. But good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Screen's not frozen. Okay, cool. Let me pull the chat box up. Sorry about that, boys and girls. My bad, my bad. Good morning, Allie. Good morning, Shavin. Good morning, Maida. Good to see you. Good morning, Chad. Storm Scalp. Good to see you, man. Thiji, good morning. Maximilian, good morning. What is the best prop firm to trade CFDs? I don't recommend trading CFDs, but I would imagine probably FTMO if you had to pick one. FTMO, most credible, been around the longest. XYZ, right? So FTMO would probably be my only recommendation if you need to go the CFD route. But if you can, I would highly recommend going the futures route. Personally. So yeah, let me go ahead and let's dive in, shall we? Before that, obviously CPI today, boys and girls. CPI today, we have crude oil inventory, some medium impact stuff here later in the morning. Keep our eye out for that if we need to. But let's jump up here. See, now we're working. Now we're cooking with some oil, boys. Obviously, we had this huge pump up here at CPI. Market is selling off right now. We're 7 minutes into the open, and price is starting to retrace back down this CPI candle. So we got CPI with the pump here. Looking here at the daily charts. We'll see how this daily candle closes. We'll see if this ends up being like a crazy wick back down, and then we end up holding this daily inefficiency. That'd be pretty wild. You know, I'm a little biased, so I'd prefer to see we disrespect and run through here and keep trucking higher. We'll see what happens, but it's definitely something to be mindful of that we are still inside of this PD array, and anything could still happen with it until we, you know, fully close above it. But let's continue to scale here. I'm just checking daily lows. We did put in a swing low. Keep in mind, I mentioned this yesterday. We were talking about how the weekly candle was forming with previous weekly low being swept, trading back up. That was initial reasoning for actually any bullishness yesterday morning. Was potentially seeing price trade up and into that range from last week's candle. Here on the 4-hour, we see price with these closes being very weak to the downside, setting up obviously this pump here. But as of right now, I would say as things are starting to round into form for the week, you got the weekly candle, previous weekly low sweep, and then now we're starting to see as we scale in here some bullish order flow begin to hold price here. Looking for SMTs. I see an SMT. What is today? Wednesday? SMT here Tuesday morning yesterday. Or Tuesday yesterday in the afternoon, right at market close. SMT at the lows there. No SMT at these current highs, at least not on this time frame. So just scaling in here and taking a peek at everything. Obviously the general kind of bias here going into a CPI day is two-stage delivery. So data high, data low. We'll see if that ends up playing out today or not, but here's our 5-minute. You know, I definitely don't mind the idea of you know, shorting down towards data lows. I would say though, I think you could very easily look for longs though too if we trade back down into, I would say, discount of the range and then start rejecting and displacing to the upside. Could look for an entry long on lower time frames as well, because it definitely is starting to indicate some bullish order flow. 4-hour, weekly. See what happens, boys. Let me put a poll back in the chat, shall we? Yeah, my bad for the first stream being frozen, boys and girls, if anyone was here, and then we had to adapt. Boom, boom, boom. Let me know. What you guys are feeling today. Good morning, ICT Silver Bullet. 1 trade per day. Good morning, man. Good morning, Nika. Good to see you. Took a buy on NQ before news. LOL. Wanted to take... Wait, whoa. But working on trading less this year. You took a buy right before CPI? That's crazy. No drawdown, pretty much. Just straight up. That's wild. What does that look like on a 1-minute chart? Yep. Nice. Yeah, Nika, you're probably done for the day. I don't know if you're going to find anything better and faster than that. I know you're a woman, but dare I say, that must have took some balls. You know what I mean? Dare I say it? Remove that. So I'll keep an eye on both of NQ and ES side by side. We'll jump back over here to my execution screen and see what we end up getting. So we are 12 minutes into the open here. The only thing I really haven't looked at yet is opening range gap. So regular trading hours. Yeah, pretty big opening range gap as expected from CPI. Well over 200 points. So this very well could just keep continuing higher. As far as the range associated, oops, wrong one. As far as the range associated with it, if we mark out opening range high to, or opening range low to opening range high here, so from close yesterday to open today, go ahead and quarter it up. We haven't traded down to almost quarter of the way. First quadrant. Now we're working higher. So what I'm going to be looking for, most likely, I'm going to say here coming into this macro and silver bullet hour, will probably be that classic two-stage delivery, to be honest. You know, sweeping this previous high, whether it be on NQ or ES, form an SMT divergence, and then see if price wants to go run towards data lows. And I would say, even at bare minimum, before I'm really interested in longs, I still would like to see a retracement to discount either way. So I would say at a bare minimum, I'd like to see that, even if we don't make it all the way to the data low. You feel me, boys and girls? You feel me? Let me see what the poll says. Oh, pretty split even here. We got 50% of the chat bullish and 50% bearish. Give or take a percentage. Yeah, so it's pretty split in the chat. Please tell me, how can I have? How can you have what? Balls? I think you got to be born with them. No, I haven't taken any trades yet, YM. I actually had some technical difficulties starting the stream, so I had to restart it. Speaking of, I should probably delete the other one here. Delete forever. That means any newcomers might have missed the ICT speech in the beginning. That's all right. We'll have to get them next time. Gonna be a weird one today. Can see bias for both sides. Sit on hands kind of day. Yeah, I mean, I'm not picking like whether or not we end up being full-blown bullish from this point, or if we, you know, if this is just a manipulation to reverse. I'm kind of just gonna react to what price is going to be showing us here. I know that the two-stage delivery event is extremely high probability, even if we only get a retracement down to that equilibrium level. So, you know, I'm open to shorting for that, just because of obviously how far we've expanded. We haven't really retraced too much into the CPI move, so. You know, I'm probably more bearish until that happens, and then I could see myself, depending on what price does and shows us, I could see myself flipping bullish after that point. If you know, if price is showing that that's what it wants to do. But we'll execute on whatever we get if we get something here. I would say it's gonna be a little bit tougher. Like, let's say obviously price is very shallow retracement here, not even to really the full first quadrant, the 25% level of the opening range gap. You know, and this could just capitulate higher as well. So that would be probably the only scenario where it's going to be more challenging to want to get involved for me. So running out these highs right now, I would consider this the data high. Measure some ranges here. Pretty volatile. Surprise, surprise. Completely filled the 4 hour. Yeah. Yeah, we mentioned that. The 4 hour here. I'm assuming this is what you're talking about. unless you're talking about this gap here. You know, like I said, you know, it's fine if price wants to, because I love seeing markets rip, so it's fine. It'll set something up for a later date if that is the case, but plus crypto's booming right now again, making a comeback. Bitcoin almost back above 100K. You got XRP. I thought XRP had a chance of hitting $3 last night. Kind of just slowed down and started going sideways. But we'll see. $3 could be hit today on XRP, so that's exciting. Very, very exciting. And then we got Daddy Trump coming in. What is it, the date today? 15th. So we got 5 more days. 5 more days, boys. 5 more days. We are almost there. We've almost made it. And then the real madness begins. But yeah, man. So that's kind of where I'm at, bias-wise, and just kind of overall thought process. But you know, just because we're kind of at a crossroads on like the daily chart, and you know, if we're bullish, we're bullish. But it's like, you know, you like to, at least for me, I like to see retracements on big moves like this to at least discount of the range before I start trying to get in line with the trend, so to speak. Generally, when I try like longing up in these areas, like let's say hypothetically I was looking for a long here, and just like, yeah, we're just gonna continue because the opening range gap is ginormous, whatever, we're bullish, and I start getting in longs like here, and I'm just holding, right? Like usually when I do that, we end up getting another drive lower, and then that's kind of that manipulation to continue. I found, at least. So but macro is now starting, boys and girls. Buck 50 ticks, nice Ironside. Why chat less bullish when market is up 2% today? I would say just because we've seen how these events behave 90% of the time, which is it ends up being a manipulation move. And probably also, I would assume a lot of you share a similar sentiment that you might be bullish overall, but you might still want to see a move. You know, you might want to see a move down before you are interested in hopping in anything, which is kind of where I'm at. Like, I am overall more bullish. But, you know, you want to see that manipulation and then get in on the distribution. And if your criteria is you want to see discount, wow, we just haven't gotten it yet. So that's my speculation, Oscar. But it's pretty split, 50-50. Big Daddy Trump. Yep. Yeah, as long as there's no funny business, it should be a fun next 4 years. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I kind of just feel like there is a crash that will happen after inauguration. I think that might be the pessimist in me talking, but we'll soon find out. I know that. But I'll tell you this, even if I kind of have a gut feeling that might happen, I'm still not selling. I'm holding all my bags. Come on. I'm holding them all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll see what price wants to do here. This is a fair value gap that took this data high. I think it would say a lot if we could trade through this for this potential short move. Obviously, if we hold it, then it is what it is, and price is going to go. But I don't hate the idea of a short here if we can inverse. I know some people might choose to wait for some more, like maybe a change in the state of delivery or something, but I don't mind this if we can inverse. All right. Still waiting here. Remember, we're in the macro as well. We got 5 minutes till the end of the hour. I guess if you're looking for a 1 minute change in the state. Could be right there. Nice risk reward, even just going down to this recent low. 112 points. I hopped in short here, boys. I'm going to give this a try. Off this inversion. We'll see. It's either going to respect and go fast, or I'm going to be stopped out really fast. We didn't get the 1 minute change in the state, by the way, as you can see by the bodies. Why am I so white? Why am I so white? Yeah, not the greatest reaction here. We already reclaimed the gap. But you can see it's a cheap trade here, which is why I took it. If we look like we're just going to continue higher, I'm going to close this trade early. I want to see this get back in my favor here pretty quickly if I'm going to hold this. Okay, I think I'm just going to close it there. Take the little $300 hit. If it trades back lower here, I can always get back in, but save myself a little bit. We'll see what this new hour brings here at 10 a.m. But I didn't think it was a bad attempt with logic in the macro. Data high to data low, possible two-stage delivery here, so. Same trade, Santana? I don't know why, dude. Listen, I'm not this pale, guys. What the fuck? Not this pale, damn it. There we go. No windows open, I guess. Well, anywho. All right, I'm going to close the poll here. 57% bullish, 43% bearish. We'll end that. So I would have been stopped out anyway. My stop was right above this candle wick here. We'll see if this just continues. We're rolling into the new hour now. Staying strong for the moment, but very happy with my decision to kind of just cut that. The moment this candle reacted up the way that it did, you pretty much knew it was shot. Yeah, if it goes up, it is what it is. It's just not going to be a whole lot of opportunity for me to do much this morning. But again, I think the only thing to, again, just kind of take away from that is, if that is the case, then I'll tell you what ICT laid out in the lecture last week about the opening range gaps and like how big they are, you know, handles wise, kind of giving you a tip of the hand of like where price is gonna likely go. Every time it's been over 120 points opening range gap, which has been a lot in the last couple of weeks because we've been so volatile, but it's just continued to go in the direction of the gap opening. So, and then when it's been under 120 points, you see those gap fills or retracements into the gap. So, yeah, that's been it's been playing out pretty on par, I would say, so far. Oh, Javi retracted his message. Let me guess, Javi, you didn't agree with my trade. Groundbreaking news. Somebody in the live chat didn't agree with my trade. Yeah, I didn't take it in a bad way, Javi, but I didn't read the whole thing. But I'll say this, like, for anybody that leaves comments about like, well, I think you should take this into consideration when you trade, or this or that, or you should trade this way, or you should trade that way, or I don't agree with this trade you took, or whatever. It's like, listen, that's great, because I'm sure if I had a microscope on every trade you took, I'd probably be able to say the same exact thing. And that's how trading works. Like, every single human being, it doesn't matter if we all trade ICT concepts, what I see in a chart is probably going to be different than what you see in a chart. There's going to be times where we see the same thing, and this is how it is. Like, you know, there's times where I take a trade that wins, and other streamers that trade ICT concepts will take a trade that loses, and vice versa. So it's such a unique, like, everybody's interpreting price still through their own eyeballs. So, you know, it'd be pretty maddening, I would say, if you you know, if anyone that takes or opens themselves up to opinions of like other traders, and I'm not criticizing you, Javi, for sharing your opinion. I'm just saying like like I'm not you at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So like I don't know what you want me to do. And I've always just kind of found it strange, like, you know, people criticize other people's trading online, and it's like, okay, like, bro, if you really hate the way that somebody trades, good news. Good thing they're not trading your account for you. Like, I don't know, like, what's the purpose of trying to share with somebody how much you maybe dislike their thought process or trades? Seems like a lose-lose. Yo, man, first time on stream. What's your win rate, average RR? Average RR, 0.01, win rate 0. Welcome. You trade ICT concepts, that makes sense. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I'm glad you're not surprised. Oh, thanks, Ryan Banks. What's up, Rita? Good to see you, man. Or girl. Yeah, I don't know. The only people that ask that kind of stuff are like people that are interested. In my opinion, Ben, now that he's probably going to feel like I'm calling him out, which I'm not. Ben, you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, I guess. But the only people that ask that type of stuff are people that like are interested in copy trading you and trying to signal bot, in my experience. I'm not saying that's what you are doing, Ben, for sure. But yeah, the only people that ask that, generally that's the case. Or I guess the other scenario is like maybe somebody's an ICT trader and they're having a little doubt because maybe they're getting their ass handed to them. So now they're like, I'm going to ask all these other ICT traders what their statistics are, not realizing that anybody could just make up whatever they want and hope you believe it. And then trying to use it as validation on whether they should continue trying to learn ICT concepts or if they should go do something else. I did not make it so you can't rewind stream. I'm not sure why you would not be able to do that. And if there's a setting I have to change, I don't know. I did not make it so you can't rewind stream, though. That was not on my end. Do I gotta enable DVR? Will that help? Oh wait, oh, it just went away. I thought that was on. Yeah, maybe I'll have to, that's probably something that I have to click on and toggle before the stream actually is live. Now that the stream's live, there's not much I can do, it doesn't look like. Well, I'll enable DVR next time. We'll see if that helps. That sounds like that could be it. A lot of this stuff when you're streaming, you gotta like manually do it every time. Like making the chat subscriber only. I gotta manually do that every single day. Brother, you are crazy if you think I'd copy trade you, laughing face. You just tried to fade a 2% relief rally. Okay? Congrats. We all know Ben A in the chat has got a bigger penis than every other guy here. It's now confirmed. Breaking news, boys. That guy. Save some women for the rest of us, Ben, would you? Come on. Save some for the rest of us, Ben.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, you know I gave you everything I had.
You did.
I gave you everything I had.
That's actually what my post-game press conference sounds like right after sex. Will you take the short if an IFVG forms? Nah, no. Not right now. This thing is respecting bullish price action and order flow, and we're just capitulating higher. I took my one attempt though. I'm cool with this. Like, people can hate, you know, they can not like it or whatever. It's like, we're so bullish. Like, well, clearly they've never traded I don't know if they've never traded ICT concepts before, or they just think reversals never happen, or it's like, just because we are up however many 100 points, like, let's look at this. I don't know if like people just assume like because we're up 300 some points, like we're just gonna just keep going higher. It's like, I don't know if that's supposed to be the general rule of thumb with that, with some of these comments that I see from time to time. But yeah, I'm cool with this. Like, it formed in the macro. We got the data high sweep. Literally all last year, every CPI, every NFP, excluding like one, we actually got a perfect two-stage delivery every single time. I think there's maybe like 1 month where it didn't happen. Literally, I believe it was December. So, I mean, the setup was there. I took the setup. It didn't work out. We're on to the next. I cut the trade as soon as I didn't see as soon as I didn't like it. Less than 2 minutes later, I just cut the trade early. Took a little $300 hit. I mean, I'm very happy with how I went about that, to be honest. Too cool for you, Gooby. What do you mean? How did you do today? I took one short off this inversion here, looking for potentially a move down to this low. And then closed it early once this reaction here happened. As soon as this started wicking back up, I got out. So yeah, it was pretty quick, pretty small loss. Just trying to keep the losses as small as possible. That's the name of the game. First FVG, 100 million handles, more recent concept. Took longer to price cross first FVG, 15 second, got 100 handles. Yeah, anybody that went long this morning, basically at any point, has a position in profit. So, you know, it's just setting up some sort of a correction for a later time, whether it be later today or tomorrow. But it's absolutely a fact that the only people making money this morning are bulls. So we know what that means, boys. Everybody's in longs. We're trailing stops below lows, and at some point the market's going to come for all those. But yeah, that was kind of the initial thought process behind that short, as well as like, I know I'm bullish, but I'm not bullish, and if we don't trade to discount. So like, I was also thinking we could go to this low, maybe tap discount of the range, and then potentially reverse and look for longs, but obviously didn't get that. Right? So, you know, it is what it is. Stream on Twitch as well. $5 a month, which is a win-win. Real supporters will subscribe as well, which is $5 a month. I don't know. I've never used Twitch to be honest. The real question is I guess from an audience standpoint, why would somebody want to watch somebody on Twitch rather than on YouTube? Because there's ads on Twitch as well, right? Like, what would be the benefit of watching somebody on YouTube? I feel like it would be pretty much the same, wouldn't it? Well, I guess the reason would be, yeah, all my followers are on YouTube at the moment, so that'd be kind of clunky. Plus, I think when you stream to multiple places, like I looked into vertical streaming as well onto TikTok, but obviously we'll see if TikTok gets banned or not. The reason I didn't do it though is because 2 separate streams, I actually don't know if I've got the computer capacity to do that. Like it might actually use up too much CPU. This is the problem, boys. This is why you don't buy a Mac just because you want a Mac. I feel like I really handicap myself with that. So I could very easily see myself upgrading to a high-end Windows PC in the not so distant future. You know, you live and you learn. But yeah, I don't think my my computer would be able to handle the usage if I was to multi-stream at the moment. Guess we'd find out, but Zach, good to see you, man. Where the hell you been? Zach, are you still in Nashville? That's a name I haven't seen in a minute, though. Twitch is for kids. I thought Tricks was for kids. But, yeah. Well, let's do a little pulse check here. There ain't really anything here. It's just price is just capitulating higher, so. Let me know, boys. Yeah, you really only are profitable if you caught longs, most likely. I guess if you participated in any of this short move and happened to close in profit, that'd be about it, but. We were just ripping. Just a ripping, man. Bitcoin's almost back above 100. We're at 99.5. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Boys. Crypto kids. Oh, what a tease. We got XRP about to break $3. What did we hit here? 299. Oh, shit. Let me check my portfolio. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What are we at? Ooh. It'll be better once Bitcoin gets back to its all-time highs, but we're up 14K today after being down fucking however many K was down. More than that. We're back for now. You know what that means, boys? Time to start taking screenshots again and not taking profits. We don't take profits here. We just take screenshots. What is this? Bro. 15. I don't know. Where are we going? We're in this 4-hour fair value gap here on E-mini S&P. Daily, weekly. I mean, you candle range theory kids got to be absolutely just smiling ear to ear if you're trading off the weekly candle range. So, in all reality, yeah, we're probably most likely about to leave this an open 1-hour fair value gap. What does it look like on a 5? I'm just trying to find the level where price reacted higher from. This 5-minute gap is pretty much it. Well, this is boring. Did you take anything? Yeah, soft trades. I did take one trade here, and I took it off early. Pretty much the next candle pretty much told me I was wrong. Basically, I was going for the potential partial 2-stage delivery for CPI. I wasn't expecting us to get all the way to data low, but trade turned in a discount of the CPI range. So in the macro, I used this inversion. Hopped in as soon as this candle came up and reclaimed the gap. I pretty much hopped out. Stop was like right here. You can see my close there, 323. So you can see how much I saved. I saved myself. Instead of a like 40-point stop out, it was a 23.5-point stop out. Actually, a little bit less than that because my fill is 303.5. How about that, boys? It's only a 19.5-point stop out. So yeah, I couldn't have managed that other than not taking anything at all and getting long, but That was a logic there. I'm going to screenshot this so I can journal it later while I'm here. Download that. Put that on the desktop. All right. Yeah, so that was the trade I attempted. I was going for here. Discount being right below this low of the range. But as per ICT's lecture last week, opening range gap was like 270 points. Likely you're going to see price just keep going in the direction of the opening range gap, which is exactly what we're doing. Go to regular trading hours here. You can see didn't really even get down to 25% of the first quadrant. Same with ES, pretty shallow. And then just keep pushing. And then we got crude oil coming here in like 5 minutes, boys. If you forgot. Crude oil here in 5. Inflation has risen from 2.7% to 2.9%. For anyone that was wondering. Thanks, Biden. Nvidia up 1.5%, Apple up 1.8%, Microsoft up 2%, Tesla's up 5%. Yeah. Yeah, let's see what crude here does at 10:30. If anything. Last week's new week opening gap up here around 21,500. You know, I'm not even like totally opposed to getting long, but I can't say like this really interested me all that much to do something like that. Being that we're up 400 points on the NASDAQ today. So kind of what I'm going to be looking for here. I got the 5-minute chart pulled up here. I'll be looking at the 5 and the 15. And, you know, if we keep seeing like price trade down, fail to close below, like we could sweep these lows, some of these swing lows. Like right here on the 5. But I would say if we got like body closures below, and then we did get that change in the state, I still would like to stick with that possible reversal. But if not, and then we wick it, and then like on a 1-minute chart, we just keep printing price like this, keep leaving bullish fair value gaps. Well, then it's like, well, the only thing that you could probably take there is, yeah, getting in on bullish order flow and just continue to ride this thing. So that's what I got my eye on as I'm watching like the 5-minute chart. We got 15 and 30-minute candles closing here in 2 minutes. Do you make a living as a trader? It's not my only income, YM, if that's what you're asking. But yeah, it's part of what I do. You were bullish, but this is cringe, no retracements. Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Just gotta stay patient, man. I don't know. Tyler, how much did you make last year? If not price, tell us percentage of your total capital. Tell us what you made last year. Well, I haven't got like all my, if you're asking like total, I haven't got like any of my tax stuff ready. XRP just crossed $3. But I can tell you that I made a decent amount over 100K. Let's go. Man, this just gets me horny. Come on. Yeah, you got to screenshot the trading view alert. And then what you do, boys, is you go into your boys group chat with your friends that were hoping to see your crypto die. This is a 1 minute chart. We don't need to worry about that no more. We already hit the milestone. But what you do, boys, is whenever your crypto hits new levels, you go to your boys group chat of all the guys that are rooting against your crypto and don't have your crypto, and you send this to them. That's what you do. So that's what I'm doing right now. Because I'm petty like that. All right, guys, crude oil came out. See if this brings anything here. I mean, it's really just a fucking sit and wait kind of morning. If you weren't a participant in these longs, there's not much for you to do. One CR in India? What is one CR? Is that like India's version of 1 million? In micro, how much is one tick worth? Well, 1 point is worth $2. So I guess one tick would be 50 cents. Dayton, don't do me like that. How am I supposed to know? Listen, the only thing I know about India is all the memes I see on X. And if you guys are on X at all, you guys know what I'm talking about. No offense. I'm the messenger. How did you deal with your first challenge? Was easy. Many people say the first challenge is the hardest one. Yeah, my first challenge, I didn't really take my time to even understand the rules. Like, I blew it because I got up. It was 100K. Well, technically, my first challenges were like back in the Forex days, trying to get funded with like FTMO, top tier trader. Like, there's a couple different ones. Smart prop trader. I did a bunch of like trying to get funded in Forex as well. I kept my problem with those, I never got funded trading with a Forex prop firm ever. I would always pass like phase 1. And by always, I mean like if I could pass anything, I'd pass the first phase and then like I'd just fucking blow it on the second phase. Or I'd run out of time, like the 30 days would be up and I would kind of just have to send it on some bullshit just to see if I could pass. So technically those are my first prop challenges, but technically if you're just talking like futures and Top Step, first one was 100K. I didn't realize that you had like end of day trailing drawdown, was up 3%, lost 3%. Boom, got the email, account gone. I'm like, oh, okay, nice. And then after that, I actually had to reset, or I didn't have to reset. I had to pay 2 renewals because I was just like being so conservative, taking it really slow. So it took me like over 2 months to pass it, but yeah, I passed it. And to this day, the only combines I have ever failed have been when I'm trying to speed run them, which isn't really surprising. So every combine that I've ever like, you know what, I'm just gonna take my time, not in a rush. I don't care if I have to pay a renewal. I'm just gonna like really divide my drawdown and just take it slow. I've never once failed a combine doing that. I've only ever failed combines by trying to like pass it in a few trades. Which I think that's how everybody feels. I think that's how everybody feels. I think everybody just trades like that. One CR in India. I don't know what CR is, dude. What one CR in India is 10 million. Indian, was it rupee? Ruple? What is? I don't even know what it is. Is it the rupee? Is that what the Indian currency is? We're starting to see price break down here now. A little bit. Like I said, interested in really like how we behave with 5-minute price action. So like, are we actually going to get a body close, give us a change in the state? If so, I think we can be green lighted for shorts, or I'm going to be green lighted for shorts. But if not, then I just see this continuing to do what it's been doing. We got 3 minutes left on this 5-minute. So as of right now, framing this possibility. Shit. 42 points. Same target. And then yeah, if we don't get this, then I likely, if anything, I'll drop back down to 1 minute and see maybe if we displace higher, get a continuation. Could maybe see that, but I'm gonna wait for this as a possibility for now as well. But Tyler, listen, I'm not racist. Trump is racist, remember? You bought a 50K using my referral? Chad, dude.
Nice.
Thank you, Chad. I appreciate the support. First time using Top Step. Good luck, man. I hope you crush it. Yeah, one of the the last giveaway we did, one of the 3. So I don't know about the other 2, but one of the 3 passed it within like 2 days. I told him to keep me posted about payouts. I didn't hear anything else from him though, so. Do you think that's a good sign or a bad sign? Caught a 1 to 3 on NQ buys. Don't know if you should walk away. What do you mean? Sounds like mission accomplished, to be honest. You don't know if you should walk away? if you don't know if you should walk away, then you should probably walk away. The only reason you're saying you don't know is because you're already experiencing FOMO. And literally the moment you start feeling FOMO, you just have to take control and fucking probably get off the chart, to be honest. Once you feel FOMO, you've already started to kind of lose control of your emotions inadvertently. 15-minute fair value gap we traded into as well, boys. Yeah, this is continuing strong. So I think if there's anything here, we're probably not going to get that close on the 5. If there's anything to be had here, it's probably most likely looking like just continuing up. We do have macro in 10 minutes. No FOMO, though, just waiting for another setup. I know you might not say... It might not be, like, obvious FOMO necessarily as opposed to, like, other times, but... If you're asking yourself, should I walk away, should I walk away? Well... That tells me that if you don't walk away and you take a loss, you probably got a decent chance of going on tilt. Obviously, you can do whatever you want, but... I'm just trying to help you keep your profits, man. I might try this long here. I'm not in or anything as of yet. 5-minute ended up wicking and not closing. All right, guys, I'm going to try this long. I'm going to go for a 1 to 2. Just to see if we can get price to continue. As soon as we trade above highs, I'm removing risk. We got macro coming up in 8 minutes. But yeah, man, all we're doing right now is just wicking. We're wicking lows and creating new highs. So I guess who am I to fight it? Trading up from a 15-minute fair value gap as well. My daily bias. It was short earlier for 2-stage delivery, and now I just getting in line with order flow. So I guess bullish. Yes, JT, good question. My goal is to, I do want to take 100K plus in payouts from Top Step this year. I was off to a decent start last week. And then yesterday, like let's say this trade loses today, I'm kind of gonna be honestly at a break even for January, right around. So I'll say maybe not off to like the hottest start if that is the case, but yeah, that's my goal for my goal for this year. One of them. I would like to as well. I mean, I do have a live account, but I would definitely like to get more capital in that. Which I want to do with prop firm payouts. Like, I want to put the money from payouts, funnel it into like 100% into live, and then build that up. Every time Tyler enters, the market goes opposite. Why? It's because I trade ICT concepts, dude. We already covered this. And I might be retarded. I'm kidding. Stop being fucking sensitive, kids. I know I offended at least one person in the chat. Relax. Yeah, definitely not giving the reaction that I was hoping for, though. It's like, now we're setting up the short? Or what? Can't believe you would long when the market's up 2%. First it was, I can't believe you went short when the market's up 2%. Now it'll be, I can't believe you went long when the market's up 2%. Yeah, this is fucking ugly. 5 minute. I'm gonna cut that trade early too. It's already fucking around. I'm down 750 for the day. Macro in 2 minutes. Yeah, that's not looking good though for that idea. Just trying to keep these losses short, dude. Or small, I should say. Because the nice news is when we hit a banger, it's going to make up for all of it and then some. XFA. Yeah, maybe we could. Hey, it could be worse. I could be copy trading. You know what I'm saying? Holy shit. That would suck. This is setting up possibly here in the macro. All right. Well, last trade of the morning here. See if this wants to get me in or not. But 5-minute change in the state of delivery here is what I'm going for. How can you take trades so irresponsibly, without any hesitation? It needed great confidence just to keep the stream alive. I can't tell if that was an insult or a compliment. But thanks, I think. Did you see one of one go under? I did not. I thought I saw something about a one on like a rug pull or something, but I did not look into that or hear anything more about it. Tell me more, OMFX. I'm interested. You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention. All right, macro 5-minute change in the state. Just got triggered in here. Stop at the high. Last trade of the morning. I'm either going to be down 1,500 or I think this was like a 3K TP. 3,500 TP, so. We'll see. I do use standard deviation, yes. I do. I'm entering once we inverse the 5-minute gap below. We respected it. Yeah, we also respected the 15-minute gap, and then I took a long and got stopped out. But yeah, it. I mean, if this is an L, then this is just gonna be a really poor last 2 days of trading for me. And we'll have to bounce back, but I can tell you what I won't do. What I won't do is I won't go on tilt and fuck everything up here to start the new year off. That's the devil tempting me, boys. Mark out standard deviation for this. What am I, your dancing monkey? Dance for me. You want me to go off this? Where do you want me to anchor it? Are you looking more like this? Are you looking more like this? Like, where do you want me to anchor this bitch? This is XFA caddy pan. And I was doing pretty good so far for the year, and then last 2 days it's taken a little beating, especially if this is an L. If this is an L, I'll be down like 3K in the last 2 days. At least the risk reward makes sense. So I was hoping it would align with something. Maybe it's more clear on a 1 minute chart. I like drawing projections from, like, if I see the manipulation move of, like, generally I like it to be on a higher time frame, I guess, is what I'm getting at. And then I'm trying to anchor it to like a market maker buy or sell model. So I guess I could do it here. I just don't see like the cleanest necessarily, like if I scale into a 1 minute. Like, this is the last manipulation. If this ends up being the sell-off, then this is the last manipulation up before the move down. So projecting that out, I mean, that puts us here, but you got -4. -3 probably lines pretty good with my TP level. But I guess I don't need to use projections either to like see that like this market is very overbought right now. I hate to use the term overbought, but one other thing I guess I could check. Now we're starting to get some movement in our favor. You know, we've got discount of the range also lined up pretty damn nicely. I do have my eye on ES as well. Obviously, if ES were to beat NQ to the low there, that would be my TP level. New hour starting here in like a minute. Finally, boys, we're not in fucking drawdown. Oh my god. But I'm not celebrating at all because I know exactly what happens when I do. I know I've seen that movie way more times than I care to admit. Yeah, I'm in profit. Oh fuck, stop loss. Because let's face it, NASDAQ's mom's a hoe. It is what it is. Shit. But yeah, so far so good. I guess I'd probably have an interest in removing risk once we trade down into like these monthly open and 9:30 open levels. See what I'm talking about? What did I tell you guys? Nasdaq's mom's a hoe. Right now, it's currently retesting the last up close candle here on the 5 minute, and obviously 1 minute as well, I suppose. But I would say it doesn't look good if we lose that. Obviously, little SMT with this current high right now with S&P. S&P is running this out as we speak. No way. Yes way. This is welcome to trading. Oh. You know what happened too? Like there's so many people that like saw this move down and they just like, "Oh my god." And just fucking hopped in. Dude, calm down. I'm almost done trading. I'll take you outside. Relax. Bro, I took my dog out. It's freezing here, by the way. It's literally like -5. I took my dog out this morning. He was like kind of whining before the stream. I'm like, dude, you can't hold it? Like, fuck. And this guy absolutely erupted out his you know what. So I think he might be like kind of like sick or something. I don't know. He's fucking just staring a hole in my face right now. You guys have dogs and they just fucking stare at you like this until you literally either play with them, feed them, or take them outside? Ah, dude, stop. We'll go. I'm trying to trade here. You're not getting a treat. Oh god, make it stop. If you ignore him, maybe he'll go away. Come on, NQ, hold the level, please, for us. Please and thank you. It would really be nice if you did. It would really be nice. Don't say that, Dodgy. Here, this is so funny. You know, I told you guys about that group chat where I like, you know, where you take your screenshot of your crypto and you send it in there because your buddies like don't have that crypto or they're like secretly, they're the ops, like they're secretly rooting against you. It's funny now, like, I did that yesterday. And then in that same chat, one of my buddies was like, yeah, how the fuck did you do trading yesterday? He goes, I'll tell you, you went 0 for 3. Because I'm literally on stream on YouTube. He just goes and looks. Doesn't say anything if you did well. Just wants to rub it in if you lost. Even if do you really have a guys group chat if you don't do stuff like that? Come on. Yeah, well, at least I didn't go 0 and 3 trading Nasdaq today, loser. Which is what's going to be coming today if this is an L. You profitable, bruh? No, never made money ever. Never, ever. I actually only take losing trades. You might see another one here if you stick around. Peace out, Gudam. Thanks for showing up. My dog is just fucking staring at me, dude. This is so annoying. Bro. Yeah. Could I go over the top step rules real quick? Is there anything specific you want me to? I have a video about this on my YouTube that I would recommend. That that you watch. But yeah, basically it's pretty straightforward. Pick an account size, 50K, 100K, or 150K. All of them are a 6% profit target, and 50K is a 4% max drawdown. 100K and 150K are 3% max drawdown. And yeah, you got 30 days to, you don't have 30 days to pass, but it's 30 days until your next renewal. So if you don't pass in 30 days, that's fine, but you'll have to pay a renewal. But it doesn't reset your progress. And yeah, once you get funded, you got to pay, if you pass the account, you pay $149 one time to activate the funded. And then from there, it's the same rules other than you don't have any consistency rule. And then you can take a payout up to 50% of your profit every 5 green days of $200 or more. They do not have to be consistently in a row or anything like that. And then after 30 days of $200 or more green, you're no longer stuck to only taking out 50% of your profit. You can take out as much as you want, but likely in all likelihood, most people that can do that on a funded account and have a lot of profit, there's probably a good chance you might get the shoulder tap and get called up to live. I don't know how they do that. Like, there's no like set criteria. It's just like risk managers decide when you're ready or when you're not, I guess. But not sure what formula they have for choosing that. Let me know if there's anything else though that you have questions on. Manco, I think, is having a bad day. Bro, I really need help. I know almost every ICT concepts. I'm now using IFEG setup, but I'm not getting enough RR. I like other models, but can't execute on chart what I need to do. Bro, I have almost every ICT concepts. I'm now using IFEG setup. Well, it sounds like perhaps you can, I don't know if this is true or not, but from just reading your comments and kind of assessing the tone there, I think what you need to do is ask yourself what really is easy for you to identify and spot in the market, like model wise, right? Is it SMTs, fair value gaps, change in state of delivery? Like, you know, what is kind of the thing that is easiest for you to identify in the chart? And what you should do is you should form a model, or you could even form a couple of models, and then you should go back test those models, right? Use FX replay, just use TradingView replay if you want, like, but go back test, get some data, find out if there's an edge. And then once you've identified a model with an edge, right, you want to form a plan as well for your trading discipline, your trading account management, money-wise, trade-wise, blah, 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 right? There are some variable pieces to this that are unique to you and you alone. Once you've got those down, and then you come to a chart to trade and execute your model, you look for it. If it's there, you execute. You don't ask questions. You let the chart do the work. Like, I can sit here and get emotional all I want about this, like, pullback here. Oops. But, like, I'm not hopping out of the trade. If it takes an L, it takes an L. Like, and this is where I think a lot of people just fucking struggle, dude. Like, yeah, I took some L's yesterday. if this trade were to be an L, like that's not going to be feeling great. But like, what is probably the worst thing I can do? The worst thing I can do is say, oh my God, I need to find something better now. Maybe I should trade IFE. You try to like jump around and find a different model or different concepts instead of just letting the data play out for you. Like, your data may show that for every, I don't know, 50 or 100 trades, like you're going to come across a losing streak of maybe 5 trades, 6 trades, 7 trades, 8 trades. So you don't know when that's going to happen. You might get that losing streak right now. It might come next week. It might be after a winning streak of 20. But like it's like such a variable sample size that varies from week to week, month to month, and probably year to year as well. So I feel like once you have a model and something set in stone based on technical analysis that you're trading, bro, you just got to ride or die with it. Like, that's what gives you the edge. You fuck your edge up when you try to become the edge. When you're sitting there like, I just need to have a crystal ball more. It's something to do with my eyeballs. I'm not seeing something in the chart. It's like, bro, all these mind games. This is exactly why people lose money trading. It's so easy to do that to yourself. Like, just fucking who cares if you take some L's? Like, yeah, go blow your account. That'll make you feel better. Congrats. Start over, I guess. Like, what are we doing here? Do we really want to become a professional trader or not? Like, what do professional traders do when they lose? Do they get all fucking pissy and emotional? Fucking comment in people's YouTube live chats and get all mad and fucking blow their account up and then fucking just keep repeating that process over and over and over again? Probably not. Right? What does a professional trader do when they have a loss or a losing streak? They fucking suck it up and move on. Like, it's simple when you think about it like that. It's hard because it sucks, but like, that's the truth. You know? Like, that's why I just, it's easy. Like, when I'm sitting here and I'm streaming, let's say I'm like having a little rough patch, taking some L's, whatever, and then like you read the chat and people say like whatever they say, because you're always wrong. Like, even if you win, even if you have like a good day or a good trade, like you're still wrong somehow in the eyes of somebody on the internet. Oh, you should have held longer. Oh, you cut your trade too early. Oh, blah blah blah. You could have had a better entry. Yada yada yada. Like, you're never gonna make all these people happy. So that's a losing battle to begin with. But like, the last thing I would have to do, like the worst thing I could do is I get emotional and then start trading differently because of like what somebody in the chat has to say or has to think. Like, at the end of the day, no one's pressing these buttons for me but me. No one's pressing the buttons for you but you. And if you're struggling with ICT concepts, well, that just tells me that you don't have any conviction. You don't have any conviction because you maybe didn't do the back testing, or you're just too short-sighted. Like, every single person is so focused on making money today, making money this week, making money this month. Guess what, bro? Like, maybe trading's not for you then. That's not how it works. That's not how anything in business and entrepreneurship works. Sometimes you don't fucking make money. Sometimes you lose money. And that's why a lot of people need a 9-to-5 job. This is just the fucking truth. A lot of people can't handle not having predictable, stable income. They can't fucking handle what happens for 2 months in a row where you didn't make any money in business, but yet your bills still showed up. You still got rent to pay. You still got a mortgage. You still got groceries, phone bill, internet. You still got all these things. Those don't go away just because you didn't make money. And it's fucking hard. It's not for everybody. It is what it is. I hate to be the fucking doomsday guy, but that's the truth. Like, sometimes the only answer in this shit is to don't be a bitch, suck it the fuck up, and just fucking do what you know you need to do. It's not like anything I could say is going to be groundbreaking for any of you today. Like, you guys know what you should and what you shouldn't do. You know you shouldn't overtrade. You know you shouldn't revenge trade. You know you shouldn't over leverage. You know you shouldn't strategy jump. This isn't this isn't elementary school here, boys. If you're struggling in trading, I promise you, for the most part, not 100% of cases, but for the most part, it probably has little to do with your strategy. It probably has everything to do with just your inability to, I don't want to say think properly, but respond to adversity properly, maybe would be a good way to put it. Like, whether that be the adversity of a loss, whether that be the adversity of a winning trade turning into a break-even trade, going from green to drawdown, like, it shows itself in a bunch of different ways, boys. But, like, easier said than done. I can just tell you from experience, it ain't, like, these charts ain't going to change, really. Like, it's going to be the same shit over and over again. It's going to be manipulation, you know, like, it's going to just be this. This is, if you're going to be a trader, this is going to be your life. It's not changing. You're the constant here. Like, and if you don't find a way to overcome yourself within the chart that's going to keep doing this over and over again, it's not going to end well. All right, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Find an edge, execute the edge to the best of your ability, and just let the chips fall where they may. None of us have any. None of us are trying to lose. We're all trying to win. But yeah, once you've executed and done your part, you just got to let whatever happens happen. You know, and that's going to mean a losing streak from time to time. But you can't be doing this mental circus in your brain about, like, this, that, and the third. It's just, that just means you might have to do more backtesting, more studying, more whatever, more experience. But, like, it'll come. Tanja just clicked the short button 5 minutes ago. Why is she copy trading me? My dog is still, like, literally waiting for me to take him outside. I'm pretty sure when I get my dog outside, he's literally gonna just shit everywhere. Oh, I kind of feel bad. Can we see your dog? I've showed him on stream before. If he comes back in here, I can show you him, but I think right now he's not really feeling the best. If I pick him up, he might shit all over my desk, to be honest. So maybe maybe tomorrow OMFX might be better. Take the dog out. I will if I can get break even, but I'm also worried that, like, my TP is gonna get hit on S&P 500 and then NQ is gonna SMT that low, and then I'm, you know what I mean? I don't want to be out the room when, like, my TP would have been hit on S&P. And then, like, this retraces, and then I get stopped at break even. So, you know, I took him out once. He pooped a lot. I'm just hoping he can hold it a little bit longer here. I mean, I literally took him out 2 hours ago. I'm not trying to be a bad dog dad here. You know. This is a little annoying, though, that S&P 500 is trading below these lows right now, and NQ is just doing this back and forth barcode, which is really annoying. And we're outside the macro now. Like, I want to see this just dump here. Oh, here he comes to stare at me some more. I know, we're going. Maybe. Hold it a little longer, pal. Bro holding the dog hostage. NQ's holding both of us hostage. Don't blame me, dude. Talk to the markets. Make a call for me, would you? It's not my fault when I enter a trade, NQ doesn't go straight to my take profit. I mean, I don't know. Do I put my stop to break even and just go? And then leave you guys on stream to just monitor this for me? Yep. Maybe I'll give it. Buddy, think you can hold like 5-10 more minutes? Just like 5 to 10 more? I'm going to pretend he told me yes. I'm slow learning from you, Tyler. My win rate 100%, losing 0. Tomorrow will be 1 month with X account. Thank you. Oh, congrats, Meta. See, guys, that's what I'm saying as well. Like, trading is so unique to everybody. Like, for example, like Meta saying that she's learned some from me and my YouTube. And, like, doesn't mean she's taken all the losses that I've taken in the last day and a half. So that's why it's you know, it's unique to everybody. This is so fucking annoying. All right, guys, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going break even. I don't know what's going on right now. I gotta take my dog out. He's just I'm starting to feel bad. And if I come back, I'm stopped at break even. I might get stopped at break even before I even get out the doorway here. But I gotta go. I gotta go. And this has taken painfully longer than I was hoping. Okay, stop the break even. All right, well, there you go. I'm break even. There's SMT at this low here. I don't know if this is gonna still hold or not. I still think it's I don't know. We're outside the macro. This thing could make another drive higher. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. But that's that for now. So I'm stopped at break even on that. Before I go, I will be live tomorrow. Core retail and unemployment tomorrow morning. Appreciate you guys showing up. Sorry, I got to cut the stream here a little bit early, but doggy duties. Like the stream before you go. I appreciate you guys showing up as always. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace out, everybody.
Our trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracements to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money. He's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. Dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.